Alright guys, hopefully I could do this video quick because I only got 20% battery, but today we're going to be replacing the tensioner on my 4th gen Firebird. This piece right here. There you go. It goes on like this, and it belongs right there. See it? So I'm replacing it because my belt has been on the edge there, not centered, and it's making a squeaking noise. Plus this one hasn't been replaced yet, so it's still the one it came with, and it's just in bad shape. So we're gonna replace it. It's pretty easy. You need to take off the alternator. First disconnect the battery, and you're gonna have to take off the alternator. It has 2 bolts. I think that's a 13 and a 10. I'll confirm with you now. Gotta disconnect the back, obviously, the clip right there with the plug. Disconnect that, and then the tensioner has, I believe, 2 bolts on it. So it's fairly easy. You're gonna need a pan. Got a pan there. Got some cleaning fluid to just wipe some surfaces down because it's really dirty here. And you need a pan to catch the coolant because there's coolant elbows. There's one elbow right there, and the other one is in there. I don't know if you can see that. I replaced those. I have metal ones there now because don't use the plastic ones that this comes with. This comes with plastic ones, but don't use that because those break over time. They're guaranteed to break over time. Mine's popped off actually, like they literally broke, and I was like stuck. I had to tow the truck home and fix it here. So I mean, don't wait for that to happen. When you replace the tensioner, just put metal coolant elbows in. All right, so you're gonna use a 13 millimeter and a ratchet. For this one here, the alternator lower bolt, you're gonna use a 10 for the one on top, and you're gonna use a 15 for the 2 on the pulley. There's one here, right here, 15, and this one right here, 15. Okay, and obviously a 15 to pull off the serpentine belt. You're gonna untension it and remove the belt and just leave it there on the side. There, it's just hanging. And make sure you disconnect the battery again. Okay, we're gonna take off the clips. This clip here, and this plug here. All right, here I've got the alternator off to the side here. You don't need to disconnect the back plug there. You just need to push it onto the side. It's not like we're replacing the alternator. So we put it off to the side, take off the hoses from the pulley tensioner. I got my top hose here on the top, and the bottom hose there on the bottom. That's an easy way to remember. I put my top alternator screw on the top, the bottom one on the bottom. I already loosened my 15 millimeter nuts, one there and the one right there. I loosened them, and to the point where you can get them loose by hand. Make sure you got your pan there catching fluid, but you know you're still gonna get everything else wet. So at this point, all I need to do is remove the pulley. Keep in mind there will be coolant leaking from the coolant elbows, both coolant elbows, but that's, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. All right, here's the old pulley. I've been cleaning. These are the metal ones that I bought. These are the ones that you guys should buy, the coolant elbow bypass. It comes with plastic ones, but these plastic ones, let me show you, they're prone to wear and tear. I mean, these will break. They may last a couple years, but they're gonna break eventually. Just get yourself the aluminum ones. Also, this area is pretty dirty, so I'm just gonna wipe it down with some brake fluid. This was like pitch black here. I already cleaned this area. I'm gonna clean this area a little bit with that brake cleaner, and then I'm just gonna install a new one and reverse the process. All right, and here you have the new pulley tensioner Hoses in, coolant elbow in place. Can you see that? I already tightened out the bolts. All you need to do now is put in the alternator and connect it, and you'll be good. I removed mine because I found out that my squeak for the belt was coming from the alternator. You guys hear that? It's coming from here, but I have the warranty, so I already ordered it. Made a phone call to Advanced Auto Parts. It'll be here tomorrow. I'll replace it. I'll be good to go. So yeah, it's pretty easy. All I need is a ratchet, 13 millimeter, 15 millimeter, and a small one for the battery. What's this? 8 millimeter for the battery. Maybe an extender. You need an extender here. That's pretty much it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, straightforward. There you go. Alright, so here we got the alternator on. It's a new one. Went to Advanced Auto Parts today, picked it up and installed it. All I had to do is plug in the back and just the 13 mil and the 10 mil, and it fit right in. No squeak in this wheel here. Hopefully it'll stay that way, and it's looking pretty good. All I have to do is put on the serpentine belt and connect the battery, and we'll be good. Alright, so I have the serpentine belt all lined up with the pulleys, except for the alternator one. That's the smartest way to do it, so you can have space to actually put the 15 millimeter on here. So I'm gonna get the 15. Let's get 15. Okay, you put it on loose, lefty loosey. Crank. Now I have space. Crank. Get it loose, put it over the alternator. Alright. Make sure that all of them are in place. Oh, my dog face on it. Now there's a little problem here. Alright, there we go, baby. It's lying in the middle. I see a little bit of wobble. On it, but it looks good because the old tensioner used to wiggle up and down like this. This one is steady. Something is smoking over here. I don't know what's smoking. I see some smoke coming out. Gotta figure that out. Oh yeah. Okay, so the fluid is at a proper level. I added more because you know, I had to let the air bubbles out, and everything seems to be running fine. Here we can see something smoking over here. Smoking real bad. I almost forgot to plug this in. I almost forgot to plug that in. Don't forget to plug that in.